You remember last time we were talking to this guy, so the only problem is I'm still having difficulties, and I might have to by next episode if I don't find it this episode. Might have to look at a video before next episode and cheat.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section.
What do you call
Perhaps he'll have an idea.
For the, what do you call it, the map. Oh, he's downstairs, I'm an idiot. What class is he taking, I wonder?
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
We say Sebastian, they say Sebastian. I guess that's American and British thing. Oh, we must have spent all day doing something else.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually. But it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? The library's closed until morning.
The key. Here it is.
Must have been one of the books wandering about.
I screwed up like an idiot.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Quiet now. Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the cliff. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search.
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Reparo!
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it. Revelio. Where might this lead? Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Lumos. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Revelio.
Oh, that's cool. I'm learning so much about this game.
Revelio.
This game's so freaking fun. I'm not gonna lie, especially when it teaches you the way. I know, I learned that already. The game taught me.
Potato. Revelio.
I won't be able to make it over there. I have to find another ability to do that. Oh, shit. That actually scared me.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
It's funny they didn't even mean to say that word. I just panicked.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think I know what I'm supposed to do now. Destroy.
It is a book after all.
Magic book, we gotta get some boy. Blah, blah, blah. What the fuck did I just say? Magic book, we gotta get some boys. We gotta get that magic book. Oh, it's showing us the past again.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald. Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
She's a
Professor
Slytherin?
Rookwood. Professor
Or
Bacall.
is it just
We
no
understand that you are
no
adjusting
rooms
well
at
to
all?
life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Is she bad, or am I just misunderstanding the situation?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Kinda hate that he did that for me. I mean, I really do kinda hate that he done that for me. I mean, it was kind, but I got him in trouble. So I'm afraid he might be bad later on because of this. Or I could convince him to be good. So I'm hoping. Still dark. It's gonna be morning whenever I wait for him, so.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
cannot be serious. Goblins
Revelio.
working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr.
Yeah,
Osric's
what will you
death?
tell them about
I don't know
his
how
death?
much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
That's a smart choice.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
So, I'm just confused right now on some location. I really got nothing else to do. Oh.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Incendio!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
I play with. I have.
We can make this a real
match with 2 teammates and with no teammates.
What to do? What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Oh, that's what I was feeling. What's that here then? Oh.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
It didn't work. Guess we're just finishing the last bit of this.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Incendio! Leviosa!
Nicely done!
Incendio. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent fall. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
This is the first year my siblings and I are all at Hogwarts together.
Which one leads outside would be the opposite one I go to. So right now I'm trying to get to level 11, or 12 I mean. Maybe even 13 today.
If I can stop that.
Actually, this is the first time I've actually been in this room officially. Like roaming around.
Revelio.
Again.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
If I had to pick
Revelio. Revelio.
I wonder if it's even quieter in the restricted section.
Morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
I will say, this is probably a very long game, and I love that it is, because
Hello.
it kind of reminds me how
Saw
long...
you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
It's kind of
nice
as long
in
as
Defense Against the Dark Arts, by
Fallout
the way.
4, I feel like.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's... Here we are. Home of... Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages up it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! Anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing balls.
I had a feeling
the
he
kind
was
of
going
plants
to
that have
cuss
your
on
back in
here.
a fight.
Just had a
Not saying
feeling.
you can't go it alone, but
this will not be a
well, imagine
kid-friendly
that wasn't a dummy.
series in this game, apparently.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
What's this to throw? Oh. Probably gonna get that next. Even though there's nothing there. Oh, so it unlocks the more you progress into the game.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese
level
chomping
one.
cabbages, Professor.
Well, to be fair, if it was level 1, I should be
aren't
going through everything,
they
though. You
weren't
know
too
what I'm saying?
much
If it's by level.
Don't see any
it's
bite
just,
marks
it's
or
saying
missing digits.
you have to unlock this level first. Or you have
as
to
you
do
do
this
seem to
level
be
first to
quite
unlock this
green-fingered.
level.
Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Kind of sounds weird, to be honest, what you just said to him, said.
Hope those mandrakes are really
Yeah, see,
relishing their
I
new
didn't think that was
pots.
enough time.
Only cost me my damn.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it.
Wait, is there another mission? Another mission just popped up.
Nothing worked. Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogwarts?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Revelio.
That's not.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
No.
You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar,
Snape was
can you tell us
charmed.
why this particular potion
Someone else's potion.
might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful.
Okay.
Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Well, I just spent 3 days in this game, or 4, I can't. It might be the 4th day of school in this game. I can't really tell if it's days.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Breath Weasley.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been
Gareth.
presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Weasley.
You remember me,
Garrett.
don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen,
the reason why I know how
anyone
it's
with a
pronounced
troll-sized brain
Garrett
can brew an
is
Edurus
'cause
potion.
I live near Garrett.
I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped.
Us Americans are not that
a single
stupid.
Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'm not that much of a stupid American.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing.
I will say I
Hurry
trust
back to me when
Ginny
you have the feather.
Weasley. I trust Ginny Weasley because I never heard of, in the movies or anything like that, in the comments that Weasley was evil.
Remember,
Well, I already been in here before.
keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the didn't or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
I'm gonna brew one more potion before I end the video here.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Again. Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
I'll probably have to buy a cauldron later.
I think each
yes,
of us has had enough
American.
For one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, that's how I got my cauldron. And I guess that's how American figured out what that word was. The dumb American figured out what that word was and what shot that was over there, okay? Forgive me. I remember being stupid on the second episode. I apologize. 2 episodes later, forgive me.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Handy resource indeed.
Was that supposed to be a side mission, or just they listen to them talk?
Something else too. I'm most pleased to be included.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan
I'm gonna get this side mission
Pleasure
done,
to meet
and
you.
then I'm probably gonna end
I've
the video
heard
here.
all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear
I'll
that.
be right back. The video's gonna be a
Words
little
can
bit
be
longer than I thought.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Dangerous plants of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue.
Okay, so that's what we're
Have
talking
you
about.
seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly
Oh, it's a
harmless.
Ravenclaw! I'm stupid too, I didn't realize he was Ravenclaw.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it.
I'm sorry that this episode went on
find me
to
if you get
almost an
proof.
hour and 20 minutes
I shall
instead of
be
about an
forever
hour
in
and
your
5.
debt.
But I can't help what I have to do. Sometimes I help bring stuff in for my parents. Or for myself. Things happen like that all the time.